rapaziada. O vídeo vai ficar muito grande.
What have you come all this way for?
I'm here to take you back!
Don't make me repeat myself. I have my own way and destiny.
Your father and mother, they're worried about you! Everyone's worried about you!
You shouldn't just blurt things out like that.
What?
My father, he passed away a long time ago. And now, my mother... she's about to leave this world too.
Wait! Hold on a second! What do you mean she's about to leave this world? Uh-oh. Looks like I've got to take care of these guys first! I'm gonna crush you all! Man, what a waste of time! you all! telling you to wait!
How long do you plan to follow me around for?
Till you agree to come back with me!
You're wasting your time.
Why are you so hard-headed? Do you want to die that badly? You just said your mom's still alive, right? Shouldn't you... You know she must be worried sick about you!
You don't... You don't know anything about me!
What?
And yet you come waltzing in like you know everything!
What are you talking about? I said, what are you talking about? What the? Who are you?
Bicho, velho.
Don't try to stop the sacrifice.
Alright, bring it on!
This is...
What good is staring so hard at that branch gonna do?
This is not going to work.
Hey!
Don't follow me.
Wait! Don't give up your life for this! There must be a way to save the village without having to offer you up as a sacrifice!
I'm not thinking of being a sacrifice at all.
Huh?
Mother...
Hey! Just wait up for a second!
That's as far as you go.
What? What's this? I'll take this wall down with my Rasengan! Rasengan! No! Why won't it break? What do I do? What do I do? I know. I'll definitely stop her this time. I swear I will. There's no way this little wall is gonna stop me. You think I'm gonna give up this easily? lights are glowing. That means...
Eventually, they'll turn red to signify the end of your training. When they glow red, come find me. I'll take them off. And once the weight comes off...
They're glowing red. That means my training is complete. If I get Pervy Sage to take these beads off, I'll be able to break down this wall easy! Alright, now to get back to Pervy Sage! This is the branch that girl was staring at earlier.
This is not going to work.
Maybe I should get Pervy Sage to check out this branch while I'm back there too. Wait for me. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're back just in time.
Pervy Sage, look at this! This means my training is complete, right? Hurry up and take these things off!
Okay, but before that, I need you to help me out with an urgent task.
Huh? But I'm in a hurry too!
Just listen. This involves that girl from the ritual too. Don't worry.
It's about her too? What are you talking about?
You remember that young woman we met before you went into the cave, right?
Young woman?
It's a ritual, a human sacrifice. There is no other way.
Oh yeah! That lady with the cold and the lucky charm around her neck, right?
Yes, I want you to find her.
Her? Why?
I'll explain later. Just go find her as quickly as you can.
Understood. Don't worry, Pervy Sage. I'm on it.
You search inside the village. I'll go look around the outskirts.
Okay, I guess I'll talk to some of the locals and gather some information. Excuse me, have you seen a woman around here wearing a lucky charm around her neck?
Nope, sure haven't, Sonny.
Man, if I don't hurry, she'll just keep going deeper into that cave.
Into the cave? Oh, you must be that ninja from the Leaf who busted in on the ritual earlier, eh?
I can't just stand by and let such a terrible ritual go on.
She's a good girl, you know.
Huh?
She's been to the village quite a lot recently. I remember her quite well.
What? So you mean she's not even from this village?
I can't be sure, but it always seemed like she was coming from outside the village. She was always so bright and cheerful, though. Everyone in the village liked her. Then, out of nowhere, she said she'd go into the cave as a human sacrifice.
What? It was her decision?
Of course. I was just as surprised as you are.
Excuse me, have you seen a woman with a lucky charm around her neck?
Nope, sure haven't.
By the way, why are you so blue anyway?
Well, long before this village was around, there was a giant tree of life here. As the story goes, the leaves from that tree could cure all kinds of sickness. The village probably could have made more through healing than with crystals. Our ancestors sure were dumb. We all could have been well off without having to work at all.
Excuse me, have you seen a woman around here with a cold?
Someone with a cold? Nope, sorry.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Sorry I couldn't be of more help to you.
Oh, hey, one other question. What's this big stump here? I've been wondering all day.
This is what's left of the Tree of Life, a huge tree that far predated the village.
The Tree of Life?
Yes, it was enormous, and surrounded by flowers. It said it was quite beautiful.
Wow, I can't even imagine.
Me either. It was all cut down when the village was built. Not much left now.
What are you doing here anyway? Aren't you afraid Black Shadow might attack?
I was researching Black Shadow, actually.
Researching him? Who are you anyway?
I'm an assistant to an historian. I came here to study this village's history.
Wow, sounds like cool work. So, did you learn anything about Black Shadow?
Well, according to legend, Black Shadow was in that cave before the village was built. But the Tree of Life and all the flowers in front of the cave kept the demon at bay.
Interesting. I wonder why that kept him trapped in there.
Well, some say that Black Shadow was vulnerable to the smell of those flowers.
Really? So maybe if I had a bunch of flowers, then I could defeat this thing.
Well, not exactly.
Why not?
The only flowers Black Shadow was vulnerable to were the ones around the Tree of Life. Most likely it was the fragrance of those flowers in particular that repelled the demon.
Ah.
If you want to know more about the history of this village, you should go meet my teacher. He should be somewhere around the entrance to the village.
Okay, I'll go talk to him. I'm never gonna find that woman. I guess I just have to talk to anyone I haven't spoken to already. Excuse me, have you seen a woman with a pretty bad cold around here?
A cold? Oh, maybe you mean Tsubaki.
Tsubaki? Oh, so that's her name.
Tsubaki used to come shopping here all the time. Except
What?
a few months ago, she came down with an incurable illness.
Incurable? So you mean she'll never get better?
Maybe not. I think she's in pretty bad shape. Not sure how much longer she has.
Are you serious? I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's too bad, really.
Do you happen to know where this Tsubaki woman lives?
Sorry, I don't have any idea.
Oh, okay.
But the village chief might know. You should ask him if you see him.
Got it. Thanks, pal. Hey, you the guy doing all the research around here?
Who are you?
I talked to your assistant. She told me you knew all about the history of this village.
Oh, a seeker of knowledge, eh?
I heard Black Shadow can't bear the smell of a certain flower. Do you know it?
Ah, yes. It blocked the way to the crystal cave, so the villagers cut the tree down.
Huh? No, I'm not talking about the tree. I want to know about the flowers around it.
You'd think they were unrelated, wouldn't you? But they share a very close link.
What do you mean?
The flowers only grew there because of nutrients given them by the tree of life. Once the tree was cut down, the flowers withered away, robbed of all nourishment. When the flowers died, Black Shadow was released from his prison.
So that means that...
By cutting down the tree to gain easier access to the cave, they awakened something that would bring them far graver troubles. It's quite ironic, really.
Hey, Pops, you mind if I ask you something?
Heard you've been poking about. I assume this is about Tsubaki.
Yeah, do you know where she is? I've looked all over the village, but I can't find her.
Naturally. Because she isn't from this village. She doesn't live here.
Huh? Well, where does she live then?
Tsubaki lives a ways out from here, deep within the Forest of Delusion.
She lives in a forest?
Tsubaki's ancestors lived with the Tree of Life. Our ancestors tore it down.
Got it. The Forest of Delusion, huh?
I wouldn't be too keen to go in there. It's full of fog. It truly is a forest of delusion.
I don't care. I can't give up now. She's waiting for me in that cave. Oh man, what's up with this fog? I have to be careful not to get lost in here. Hey, remember me?
You're that boy I met at the village.
Tsubaki, that's your name, right?
Yes, but how do you know my name?
That's not all I know. I heard a lot about you from the villagers.
About me?
How you're descended from the people who lived in these parts a long time ago. And about your illness. It's difficult to cure.
You really did your homework, kid.
Pervy Sage!
Why exactly have you sought me out here?
Oh, yeah! Why were you looking for her anyway, Pervy Sage?
I think that should be pretty obvious. Remember that girl Aoi? You're looking at her mother.
Huh? Are you serious?
How do you know that?
I couldn't help thinking about Aoi sacrificing herself, so I started sniffing around too.
How could you do this?
Huh?
You just sit here and let your own daughter kill herself? Why don't you go after her? Your own child is sacrificing herself, and you do nothing? Her clock is running out! How can you just sit here knowing what your daughter is doing right now? She's in that cave right now, all alone!
Naruto, calm down. She has her reasons.
What reasons?
You almost hit on it yourself. Tsubaki has an incurable disease. Her body is already on the brink. It's a miracle she can still move at all.
Is it really that bad?
You have to realize, no one wants to help Aoi more than her own mother. But in this condition, all she could do was sit back and watch. It must have been really painful for you.
Aoi was such a good girl. Even after losing her father, she was always cheerful. She never complained about living here, always helped out, always had a smile on. But as soon as she found out I was sick and there was no cure, she completely changed. She spent almost all of her time in the village, and then...
The ritual. She volunteered herself to become the human sacrifice, right?
Yes, I still don't know why she would do such a thing. I just don't understand it.
Apparently, there was a reason why Aoi started spending most of her time in the village.
Huh?
She was asking about the link between the Tree of Life and Black Shadow.
The Tree of Life and Black Shadow?
Hey, that's right! The demon only showed up after the flowers withered away! Black Shadow couldn't stand the smell of the flowers near the Tree of Life, right?
Actually, there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
I think Tsubaki already knows, having descended from those who lived alongside it. But the demon devoured the remains of the tree to put an end to those flowers forever.
You mean it ate the tree?
Yes. Its one natural enemy was destroyed, and in the process it acquired the tree's power.
I see.
But what does that have to do with Aoi?
Yeah, I don't get it either. So Black Shadow ate the Tree of Life, but what does that have to do with Aoi?
Just calm down for a second and listen. I'm about to tell you the important part. Naruto, have you heard what power the leaves of the Tree of Life had?
Huh? Of course I know! It could heal any type of sickness, right?
Exactly. Even those which are otherwise incurable. See what I'm getting at? That's one hypothesis anyway. If it's true, that would explain Aoi's actions.
I don't get it.
Well, we know Black Shadow absorbed the Tree of Life and its healing properties. And we know that Aoi started looking into them both only after Tsubaki took ill. Those two facts taken together lead me to believe that...
No way.
See where I'm headed? Aoi had no intention of giving herself to Black Shadow at all.
She volunteered so she could enter the cave and retrieve the Tree of Life. Whoa.
Perhaps. It's a theory at best. There's no proof of the link between Black Shadow and the tree.
No. I think you're probably right on the money, Pervy Sage.
What do you mean, Naruto?
I found this on the ground in that cave. I think it might tie into your theory.
This is a withered branch of the Tree of Life.
You can tell that just by looking? Well, it's in your blood, I suppose.
This must mean that Black Shadow is using the power of the Tree of Life, which proves they must be related, right?
I think you're probably right, Naruto.
Wait, so that means that she's trying to...
The Tree of Life is inside Black Shadow. So Aoi entered the cave to get some leaves from that tree. This much we know.
All this, so she could cure her mother.
I wanted to spend my last days with her. She was the only joy I had left anymore.
But Aoi, she wants you to spend all your days with her. That would be the real joy.
Anyway.
Huh?
Release!
Whoa! My body's really light!
Go, Naruto, and bring her back with you, no matter what.
No problem! Tsubaki!
Oh no, the sickness is getting worse!
Hang in there.
Naruto, hurry to Aoi as fast as you can. I'll stay here and take care of Tsubaki.
Okay, take good care of her, Pervy Sage.
Wait! Here! Take this. This was handed down in my family for generations. I know it will protect her.
I got it. I'll make sure she gets it. I promise.
Please. Take care of her. Please.
galerinha, vou finalizar o vídeo por aqui, porque vai ficar muito extenso, tá? Deixa o like, se inscreve no canal e até a próxima.